various types of data extensions in Marketing Cloud. One data extension we have already created. One type of data extension, that is the standard data extension. Standard data extensions are created from scratch, but there are two other types of data extensions as well, which are known as filtered and random. If you go to your folder and look into the data extensions which we have created, all have a common type called standard, because these data extensions are created manually. But there are other options as well for the data extensions. For example, you have a master data extension of customer profile where you have a lot of data about the customer. Your management asked to get the data of those customers only whose country is India. Or your management asked to get the data of those customers who are from India and are male or female. So they are asking you to apply certain conditions on the master data you have. Whether that condition is country equal to India or the condition is gender equal to male or female. They want to filter the master data and create a subset of that master data which satisfies the filter criteria. You can create a filtered data extension using the filter criteria you have in your mind or is given to you. To create a filtered data extension, you have to click on this funnel option and apply the filter you want to have. The filter you want to have is suppose country equal to IN. This is your filter criteria. We will click on save and build and we will write here B36 customer profile underscore IN for India. And we will select a folder where we want to store this data. The folder we have is B36. Sometimes that folder is not visible here due to a lot of folders in the Marketing Cloud. That folder sometimes is not visible. We have 33, 34, and then we don't have 36. For now, we will create to a main folder and then we can move the location of data extension to our folder. After selecting a folder you want to save this filter data extension, click on save option. Once you click on save option, you will see that a filtered data extension is created and has filtered out 3 records satisfying the filter criteria country equal to IN. And those 3 records are filtered from the master data extension. These 3 records are filtered from the master data extension. All these 3 subscribers are Indian, were present in that data extension B36 customer profile, on which we applied filter that get those data who are Indians, country India, and filter data extension got created, gave us that data. We can change the location of this data extension. If we are able to find that folder here, certainly we would change that location. Okay, that folder is not here. But this is how we create a filtered data extension in Marketing Cloud. You can change the filter criteria. You want people who are from India, but their gender should be male. People from India and gender should be male. You can save and refresh and you will get a fresh filtered data here. So everybody is male. That is why we got again 3 people. If you want to change and check if filter is working or not, you can change the condition to female. But filter at a time only works on a single data extension. You cannot bring attributes from other data extension. So 0 records are for female subscribers. Now guys, this filtered data extension is not having data of its own. It is getting data from the source data extension based on a filter criteria. The source data extension is B36 customer profile. If we open that data extension as well, we will have to notice one property of filter. If we open that data extension as well side by side, so this is the data extension from where we have filtered out the records. This is the master data extension from where we have filtered out the records. Now guys, this data extension is not having any customer whose country is India and having gender as female. That is why this filtered data extension has not given any record. We change it to male, we will get 3 records. Now suppose we make some addition to this data extension and add a record of country India and gender female. How? We will export this data. Click on browser download. Once we click on browser download and click on export option, let's see if export started or not. It is not yet started. So we got this data on our desktop. What we are doing, we are going to add a record whose country is India and whose gender is female. Whose country is India and whose gender is female. We will save this data and re-import it inside Marketing Cloud data extension. We will click on import again. So guys, what we have done, we have added a record satisfying the filter criteria which we had, where country equal to India and gender equal to female. The import is in progress. So we see that one extra record is imported with country equal to India and gender equal to F, gender equal to F and country equal to India. And if we go to our filtered data extension, which is filtering the data, gender equal to F and country equal to IN, earlier there were 0 records, but now we have imported a record. Now we have imported a record. Now we have imported a record. Still, this filter is not giving us any data. If there is any update to the source data extension, that update is not by default reflected in the filtered data extension. You have to click on refresh button, click on this refresh button and refresh this data extension to get the fresh set of records. This is a bad thing about filtered data extension, that it does not refresh itself automatically. The bad thing about filtered data extension is it does not refresh itself automatically. Once we manually refresh it, it gets the data. Once we manually refresh, it gets the data. So guys, if you have 100, 200 data extensions, okay, then it would be very difficult for you to go and refresh every data extension manually. In our use case, we want to send recent invoice transaction details. Our data is coming live every time. And if we have any filtered data extension to which we are sending email, then it has to be refreshed manually every time, because the data is keep on updating in our source data extension, but filter data extension is not having that property to refresh itself automatically. You are understanding marketing automation concepts. So you have to also think that where you can find opportunity to automate certain business process. Here you studied about filtered data extension, which is another type of data extension. But the property of filtered data extension is it will not refresh automatically. So you have to think before you use this data extension. Because if you use this data extension, it will have old data. If at all you miss to refresh this, you might send emails to a wrong person. We will study in future when we are studying when we will be studying automation, then we will see how to automate data filter process. This data filtration process is manual, but we will see how to automate it. But here we found necessary to understand the property of a filter data extension, which will not refresh itself automatically. You can write certain process to make it auto refresh. We will see that. So guys, filtered data extension is the second type of data extension. Standard data extensions are created from scratch. filtered data extensions are derived from standard. Derived from standard means its data is derived from standard, plus its attribute data types, field relationships, everything is derived from the standard. Because standard data extension is the only data extension which you apply filter. And once you have applied filter, filtered records will come with the same property they have in the standard. Filtered data extensions are not refreshed automatically, they will refresh manually. And guys, the third type of data extension we have is random data extension. Now, filtered data extension we worked because we had certain criteria to filter the data. We wanted to filter the data for country and gender. We wanted to get Indian female out of our master records. But there will be conditions where you are not provided with any filter criteria. You just have to divide the number of data into 5, 6, 7 parts without any criteria, without country equal to IN, without any gender criteria. Random is the criteria here. You might get an opportunity to randomly distribute these 11 data into 3 data extensions without any filter criteria. Filter criteria is applied when you have to get specific information. But here, the other use case I am telling is to randomly get the data from, to randomly divide the data into 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts. The use case might be you have 2 million data extension, you have 2 million people in a data extension. The people are located in different geographies. Somebody is at Australia, somebody is at Europe, somebody is in India, China, Russia. And you have to send an email blast. But the challenge here is, if you send email now, there might be somebody who is sleeping. There might be somebody who is having early morning. So those people might not be paying attention to the communication you have sent. But you have big data, 2 million, 3 million. So your management has asked to divide the total population into 4 equal parts. One part we will send at 12 p.m. The other part we will send email at 2 p.m. The other part we will send email to 4 p.m. And the other part we will send email to 6 p.m. Dividing the entire data into 4 parts gave us an option to distribute our send timing so that we are uniformly touching customer time zones. So guys, here you are not given with any filter criteria, but you are given with a requirement to distribute the total population into 4 parts without any filter. So what you will do here, you will go and create random data extension. To create a random data extension, you have to click on create option. You have standard, we have seen filtered. The third type of data extension we are seeing is random data extension. Once we click on random, click on OK. Then you have to select the data extension which you have to divide into 4 parts. The data extension to which we have to divide in 4 parts have a challenge that not everybody has the same time zone. So your management told that instead of sending email at 1 time, let's send 4 times. It might give more, attention, because somebody it will be uniformly distributed. It will touch every time zone. 4 or 5 hours of timeline it will give to you. If you send just like we did earlier, you just click on send and email send, then that is a one-time send. Many people would not see that email because of the time zone. But if you divide that number into 4 or 5 parts and send, people might be having more, you might get more engagement. Limitations, you can create 10 parts only for a single data extension. Suppose you have this data extension, that folder is not visible here. So I will select any random data extension. It has 8 records. Now you want to divide into certain parts randomly. Suppose 4 parts you want to divide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to each record, you have assigned 25% of population. There is no criteria, just percentage you have defined that my total data should be divided into 4 random parts. You can create a maximum 10 random data extensions only from one data extension. In Marketing Cloud, there is no such concept of governor limit, but there are some limits like this, only 10 random data extensions. And there are few more future, limits related to SQL that we will discuss, but not as such like you have in Salesforce. So guys, we have distributed our data extension into multiple segments, segment 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every data extension will have 2 people based on 25% we have given. And click on save and build. Once you click on save and build, all these data extensions are started to create. And every data extension will have record distribution based on their percentage. So you see this random. These are the random data extensions. Every data extension is containing 2 records. So we had 8 records. We distributed all these data extensions into 2 people in each data extension. So guys, are you able to understand difference between filtered data extension and random data extension? So we have seen around 3 types of data extensions in Marketing Cloud: standard, filtered, random. And we have seen 4 types of data extension in, 4 types of lists: normal list, all subscribers list, publication list, and suppression list. Now there is another type of data extension in Marketing Cloud, which is very important topic in Marketing Cloud. So guys, till now we have got data into a data extension using manual import process. If we have, suppose, profile data extension, then in this profile data extension, once we build this data extension, we have manually imported the data. We did it some time back as well today. So manually importing the data is one, type which is good to know, but data will not always be given you to manually import. The data can come automatically as well. Transactions happen, you are getting data in Marketing Cloud. That data will get no opportunity, it will not give you any opportunity that you are uploading it manually. In real time, you have to send the transaction communication. So that data, how it comes to Marketing Cloud, that is actually we will see when we will study API. But the data will not only come from APIs, or it will not only be imported manually. The data can come from other sources as well. For example, we have Salesforce, where we have Sales Service Cloud. We have lead, contact, opportunity objects there. So data is also stored there. Lead is your customer. Objects, contacts are your customer. Opportunities you build based on an account. So that data also you have to use in Marketing Cloud. So guys, we have seen how to import data manually. But now we will see if we have another source of data, which is Salesforce source. Then how to get that data within Marketing Cloud. So guys, login.salesforce.com, everybody is familiar, which is for that you have to work on Marketing Cloud Connect installation. Marketing Cloud Connect is a package we have to install in Salesforce. Once we install that package in Salesforce, then we can connect Sales Cloud, Service Cloud with Marketing Cloud. So this package, how to install, you have to go to Google and write Marketing Cloud Connect. You will get a trailhead article. You will get a trailhead article. All these are the basic steps, straightforward steps you have to perform and install a Marketing Cloud package in Salesforce. That package URL can be found here, whether it is production or it is sandbox. So if it is a sandbox, you write sandbox. If it is a production, you type production, and you will be asked where to install this package. That means your Salesforce credentials will be asked. Once you install this package and go through basic configurations listed here, straightforward inside this install the package option of Marketing Cloud, you will be able to get that data within Marketing Cloud. You will be able to connect that org with Marketing Cloud. In Marketing Cloud, in setup, we have apps option where we have Salesforce integration. Currently, my org is connected with that. That org trial expired. I will have to talk with partner community to enable that. But in Marketing Cloud, once you install that package in Salesforce, you have to come to Salesforce integration and you have to connect the account. My account is already connected. This is my Salesforce org ID. If you want to break and you want to connect your account, you can click on edit option. Once you follow this article and install the package in your dev org, you have to come back to Marketing Cloud app Salesforce integration. You have to break my integration and you have to include your credentials. You can disconnect my account from here, but let me keep connected. So once you connect Salesforce and Marketing Cloud, these both platforms will be able to communicate with each other. Now we have to send communications to leads. We have to send communications to contacts. We have to send communications to those accounts for which we have opportunities created. We have to send communication to a data stored in custom object. Salesforce is a bigger data source than Marketing Cloud. Now we have connected both data sources. Now we have to get those details to Marketing Cloud. So to get those details, we will have to go to Contact Builder again. Everything related to data in Marketing Cloud is Contact Builder. It contains contact-based data model. We have already seen what are the attribute groups. We can create data extensions in Contact Builder as well. Attribute groups in Data Designer, data extensions, import, we have seen. Now, if you go to data source, in Contact Builder, there is a data source called synchronized data source. This synchronized data source is nothing but the data source which we just created, integrating both accounts. This account is integrated with Marketing Cloud. This org, which is coming under synchronized data source. Once you select this data source, you see that two of the objects are already synced. That means contact data from that org is coming to Marketing Cloud. Lead data is coming to Marketing Cloud. You can set up another object. You want to set up another object. Then you have to click on setup object option. Once you click on setup object option, you will get those objects here. Means all the custom and standard objects in Marketing Cloud. Currently, my account is not working. That is why the integration is broken. But all the custom and standard objects you will get, you can synchronize to Marketing Cloud. Once that data comes to Marketing Cloud, it creates a new type of data extension. Once that data comes to Marketing Cloud, it creates a new type of data extension, which is known as synchronized data extension. Contact object and lead object we synced from Salesforce to Marketing Cloud. Those data will come into a new type of data extension, which is synchronized data extension. Every object will create a new type of data extension in Marketing Cloud, which is synchronized data extension. The name of that data extension will be default object name underscore Salesforce. You have in synced opportunity object. That means the name of this data extension is opportunity underscore Salesforce. You have synced any other object, suppose user object, you will get user underscore Salesforce, and you will get all those fields, whatever you have on that object. Like on contact object, you have contact key, contact associated to an account created by email of the contact, opted in, opted not. All these are the object details which you get in Marketing Cloud using synchronized data extension. So guys, synchronized data extension is the third type, is the fourth type of data extension in Marketing Cloud. The data extension is mainly used to populate Salesforce standard and custom object data from Sales Cloud, Service Cloud into Marketing Cloud. We should integrate Sales Cloud with Marketing Cloud, then only we can get data from the synchronized data extension. So guys, you have to go to this Trailhead article. First of all, you have to create your own dev org for Salesforce. If you don't have, then you have to follow this article to install that package and do some configurations in Salesforce. We are not covering because configurations are related to Salesforce. So production or sandbox URL accordingly you try to use. If you are creating a dev box, it is a production only, use production. Once you install that package, you go to Marketing Cloud, integrate your account in setup. Once you have created and integrated your account, you have to come to data source, synchronized data source, and then you have to click on setup object. You will get a list of objects which you want to synchronize. Try to do it today and let me know if you are able to synchronize or not. Once you synchronize those objects, we get the details inside the data extension, which is known as synchronized data extension, which only gets enabled whenever there is an integration between Salesforce and Salesforce Marketing Cloud. If there is no integration between Salesforce and Salesforce Marketing Cloud, then this data extension will not be created at all. You cannot create this data extension manually. The data extension only contains data which is synced. Synced means it is a real-time data come true and fro. That means if you added one more contact, that contact will also be synced to this data extension. But if you deleted any contact from the Salesforce, that contact will also be deleted from the Marketing Cloud. So that data actually is the real data which you have in Sales Cloud that you can get in Marketing Cloud. But you should only get those object data whichever you majorly require. You should not sync all the objects. It will increase the data consumption limit for Marketing Cloud. Every account has its data consumption limit. On that consumption limit, you are charged, you are billed. So getting data duplicated because the data is already having in Sales Cloud. in your standard and custom objects, you have a feature to integrate with Marketing Cloud, but bring only those data which are required for marketing automation. Not every data to be brought from Sales Cloud to Marketing Cloud.